May I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation, happy Thursday. Yes, indeed. Today marks the day. 1 week away, bars. We 1 week away from the draft, y'all. 1 week from today. Round 1, 2025 NFL Draft. What do the Las Vegas Raiders do? Yes, indeed, man. I'm getting juiced, man. We're almost getting there, man. We're gonna find out exactly what direction this franchise goes with the new guys in charge, man. I'm excited. Can't wait. Just don't blow no smoke up my ass. Ha! But anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The world's most dangerous chat is in the building. You feel me? Shout out to all y'all, man. We got Billy Davis in the building, man. Tops of the evening and bottom of the afternoon, baby. Hey, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate it. My 2 cents is in the building, man. Man, it's always good to see you. Sacktown Raider Mike, what it do, man? Good to have you here, my brother. Thank you for pulling up. Man, y'all be in here frontlining it too. Eugene Powell, right in the kisser, man. Right in the building, man. I got you, brother. Thank you for pulling up, man. It is a pleasure to have you here. And lo and behold, no other than the man himself, the myth, the legend. We own. Hope all is good. Shout out to mother freaking fracking.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice.
D Nice in the building. He got an intro like he Michael Jordan. Number 23 out of North Carolina, Michael Jordan. Came in the building with the ones on. The red, black, and white ones. What? Yes, indeed. Mike G in the building, man. What it is, my brother. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for pulling up. We're going to have fun today. Got a good show. I want to look into a specific position and a very important role in a Pete Carroll's cover 3 defense. And the guy that they've been attaching the name to us recently, and I'm going into dual stats, it makes sense. But it's not the end all be all. There's other guys out there in this position as well that's capable of playing this particular position that is required in what Pete Carroll's trying to do. So we're going to get into it, man. We got some good shit for you today, man. Just since we're getting close to draft, I want to start looking at certain prospects that they've attached us to, and I want to know why. Because I'm knowing, see, a lot of people out there don't really understand exactly how deep the draft goes with franchises and the players. It's more than just the name on the back of the jersey. It's fit. Do they fit what we're trying to do? You know what I mean? So, and we're gonna definitely break it down, man, and get a good idea of this young gentleman, phenom out of college football that I expect to go top 6. You know what I mean? Or he might drop. It all depends on what happens. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank you for pulling up. Who else we got in here? We got James Farpo. You know what it is, my brother.
From out of town. There you go.
James. Where you at, James? Hold on, I look over here in the chat. James. There you go. Young Pete Carroll in the building, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Farpo in the building, man. For real, for real. And he flooded the chat with it. Look, he like that shit. He like when Pete Carroll come out on the podium and be like,
I'm out of time. There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Boy, hey, you gonna be doing that all day. You gonna do that all day now. You stuck. Man, shout out to everybody, man. We in the building, man. Let me see who else up in here, man. I got it. Hey, Farpo, you can't be flooding the chat like that, bro. Ain't nobody got no life preserver. Shit. Just Raiders, baby, what it is, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well, man. Thank you for pulling up, man, for real. My guy. You know what I mean? That's my guy. Let me see. SoCal Sal in the building. Yes, indeed. Make sure I got everybody that's pulling up right now, man. Shout out to everybody that's here and those to come. Yeah, we're going to get into it, man. I appreciate it, man. Okay. So today, like I said, we're going to look at a particular position on the defense side of the ball. And it's a position that's very well needed in what exactly Pete Carroll's trying to do on his defense. We're going to talk about the Leo. The Leo, yes, the Leo. Linebacker, edge hybrid type thing. This is what Pete Carroll needs in his defense. Very intricate part of this. We're going to do exactly of what Pete Carroll's cover 3 what the aspects of that is and what he looks to how to build it, so we can get an idea of exactly what kind of targets at what position on the defense are we truly after. There's a few names out there. We're going to talk about Jalen Walker from Georgia. Damn good. Perfect fit for what Pete Carroll's trying to do. We're going to do a breakdown of like I said, Pete Carroll's defense, and then we're going to break down Jalen Walker to see why he would be a good fit for the cover 3, that the Legion of Boom version. You know what I mean? Where you get that hybrid outside linebacker edge type player, very athletic, a good against the run, can rush, you know what I mean? Just basically a do-it-all type guy on the edge. And there's other people in this draft that, like I said, Jalen Walker, if we don't get him, you're going to have to get him somewhere top, I think, in the first 12, 13 picks of the first round. I think that's the range he'll probably end up going. But he's deserving of that because this guy is outstanding athletic wise. If you just watch this guy just get after the quarterback, the dude he plays with very good a good motor. You know what I mean? And from what I hear and read, he's also a very damn good guy to have in the locker room, like an alpha male type guy, that a leader. You know what I mean? These are what we call dogs, and these are the dogs that we need to add to our kennel. You know what I mean? So muzzles off, we on and cracking. So let's go ahead and dive into this, man. We got Jalen Walker, man. We're going to do the good breakdown to this brother. Nice stats, man. 2024, 6'2", 245 pounds. 2024 season, he had 61 tackles, with 38 of those becoming solo. He had 2 pass defended, 6.5 sacks, no forced fumbles, and no interceptions. But the guy is there. The guy he's a physical freak. You know what I mean? That will be perfect for the Leo position in this defense. Now we got the introduction of the man. Let's talk about the scheme, the system that Pete Carroll wants to run. That is what the Legion of Boom had going on for them in, 2010 when they won the Super Bowl. Very long secondary and corners. The cover 3 basically breaks the field down into 3 parts. You have your safety and your 2 corners. You got linebackers that help, but the Leo position on the edge, depending against the run, he's stout against the run and uses his athleticism to go to the sideline and be able to cover as well. Jalen Walker could do that. But like I said, there's other guys in this draft. We're going to talk about them too, though. But let's get into the breakdown of exactly what Pete Carroll expects out of his cover 3. Let's go.
The Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom defense primarily utilized a cover 3 scheme, also known as a 4-3 under reduced front. This defense was a hybrid of a 4, 3 and 3-4, featuring a hybrid defensive end linebacker position known as the Leo. It also incorporated a 4-3 front, with specific roles for linemen like the big end and Leo. The Legion of Boom's success was attributed to their strong secondary and the effectiveness of the cover 3 scheme. The Seahawks' base formation was a 4-3, but they utilized a 3-4 defensive scheme by using a hybrid defensive end linebacker position known as the Leo. In the Seattle Seahawks' Legion of Boom defense, the Leo position was a hybrid defensive end linebacker role, primarily responsible for rushing the quarterback and controlling the C gap. The Leo often stood up in a 2-point stance, allowing the team's most explosive edge rusher to attack the quarterback. This position was crucial for creating pressure and disrupting opposing offenses. Here's a more detailed look. Hybrid role. The Leo position was a blend of a defensive end's power and a linebacker's agility, allowing for versatility in both rushing and coverage. Pass rush focus. The Leo's primary responsibility was to rush the passer and create pressure on the quarterback, often playing a significant role in sacks and other defensive plays. C-gap control. The Leo was also responsible for controlling the C-gap, the area between the defensive end and the nose tackle, preventing running plays or allowing linebackers to rush more freely. Versatile alignment. The Leo could line up in various positions, sometimes standing up and other times using a 3-point stance, depending on the defensive scheme and the offensive formation. Importance to the defense. The Leo position was a key component of the Seahawks' Legion of Boom defense, which was known for its disruptive pass rush and strong coverage. Players like Chris Clemons and Bruce Irvin played this role effectively, contributing to the team's success.
So that's what Pete Carroll's approach to the defense, the way he wants to run the cover 3. But we see the pieces were added in the all season with these long, lanky corners and safeties, which that's a part of exactly what Pete Carroll wants. He wants range. You want athletic range, people that's not scared to hit. I can see now with Jeremy Chin and Palomau what it is they're trying to do with those two guys. So I expect Jeremy Chin to be closer to the line of scrimmage, and I expect for him to play the strong, and I expect Palomau I think he most likely he'll be the free, you know what I mean, the free safety in the defense. I think his athletic ability as far as to be able to cover the field that he would need to at 6'4". I think he was let me see exactly what Palomau is. But great size though for this position. Isaiah Palomau. I always forget his weight. So Palomau is 6'4", 205. Ran a 4.35 40, I think, coming out of USC or USC as an undrafted. So he has the speed, he has the size to match up with tight ends and big receivers. I'm not worried about that. Jeremy Chin, I think he's more fitted. Maybe they'll play him in the big nickel sometimes, but being closer to the line, you know, he has a very good instinct about him with as far as where the ball's going and meeting the ball on the B line. You know what I mean? So I think they're going to go with that one. And then if somebody like a Jalen Walker is drafted by us or somebody similar, you know that will be specifically, like they say, an athletic edge. Basically, you're a defensive end that has athleticism like a tight end, so your weight ain't gonna be so much. That's why 245, 235, 245, 250 around here is fine. But Jalen Walker is a guy. You know what I mean? He is the guy. We're going to go get into the breakdown of him as far as now that we know what Pete Carroll's system is going to consist of and how his approach is going to be. Let's see exactly what type of edge, like a Jalen Walker, why he fits that Pete Carroll is building, man. So let's jump into it.
Jalen Walker has obvious chops as a pass rusher and run defender, but he can also play the role of a spy and is competent enough in coverage to assume he can develop enough there to be a 3-down player. Walker could be a good Leo in a cover 3 defense. Walker's versatility allows him to excel in multiple roles, including edge rushing, linebacker, and even dropping into coverage. His ability to set the edge, disrupt the backfield, and even provide value in the middle of the defense makes him a strong candidate for a versatile role like the Leo, especially in a cover 3 scheme. Walker is often compared to Micah Parsons, with some scouts also drawing parallels to Hassan Reddick and Nolan Smith. These comparisons highlight Walker's versatility, ability as a pass rusher, and his potential as a multifaceted defender. Jalon Walker would likely be a good fit in a Pete Carroll defense. Walker's versatility as a hybrid linebacker edge rusher, combined with his strong athleticism and ability to play multiple positions, aligns well with Carroll's system, which values versatile and physical players. Walker's experience playing both off-ball linebacker and edge rusher makes him a valuable asset in a system like Carroll's, which often utilizes versatile players to create mismatches and put pressure on the opposing offense. Carroll's defenses emphasize physicality and athleticism, and Walker's strong frame, speed, and ability to make plays in the run and pass game would be valuable. Walker's willingness to play multiple positions, as evidenced by his time at Georgia, would allow him to be deployed in various situations, from base downs to nickel packages. His Butkus Award, recognizing him as the top linebacker in college football, speaks to his ability and potential to be a leader and playmaker on the field. Pete Carroll has a track record of developing and utilizing versatile players in his defenses, and Walker's skills and experience would make him a natural fit for that approach.
So there it is. Jalen Walker would be a perfect fit for what Carroll's looking for. You know what I mean? His attributes, his athleticism, all that shit that he has fits exactly what Pete Carroll's looking for. So no wonder this guy's name. His name ain't ringing because of what he's doing. Like I said, he got good numbers, but they're not stellar. I'm going to show you stellar in a minute. This ain't stellar numbers. 61 total tackles, 38 solo, 2 pass defended, and 6.5 sacks. That's good. But see, I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is, well, not even worried now that I know he is a perfect fit for what Pete Carroll's trying to do at that position of Leo. He would be a perfect Leo. You know what I mean? Too bad he wasn't born in August. You know what I mean? He'd be a damn good Leo. But it is what it is. But keep your eye on this one. This could possibly be, do they take him at 6? I don't know. I'm hearing the rumors of the guard. But then again, now this is where they blow smoke up your ass. This is blow smoke up your ass season. But I would think, like, if you did a trade back from 6 and then pick him up, I would be, I don't know about 6 because I'm looking at the other players that you would you would put ahead of him. You know what I mean? You know that Abdul Carter would be ahead of him. You know Cam Ward, because of needs, but being the best quarterback in this draft, will go ahead of him. Maybe even a Mason Graham. Maybe a Will Howard. Shador Stevens. It all depends. They're predicting quarterbacks going in this draft quick and fast. This is how much of a panic at the bottom, not even the bottom end. After the first 2 quarterbacks, things get a little gray. And they're starting to get gray amongst Shador Sanders and Jackson Dart as far as where they're ranked. Some say that Jackson Dart is ranked over Shador. And then some say Shador is ranked over. That's how close that is. But then after that, you still got your Milrose. You still got your Shaw that people, you know what I mean, his name is being up there with his old ass. And you know what I mean? It's just a lot of things that's going to, where does Jalen Walker go? Can he go 6? Or will he be there at like 10, 11, 12? Is there a trade back in your future? If we do a trade with the Saints and fall back a few spots, do we then take Jalen Walker if he's there? I mean, it makes perfect sense because he fits exactly what we're trying to do. But like I said, it's not the end-all, be-all, but he is the best at what he does in this draft as far as being a hybrid. So I would really take that into consideration. No wonder they're attaching this guy's name with the Raiders, and then with Hondo Carpenter coming out saying that he knows for a fact that the Raiders are very interested in Jalen Walker. No shit. Now, after what I did, you know what I mean, doing the research and breaking it down, I'm like, okay, he's a perfect fit for exactly what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Everybody say we're trying to recreate the Legion of Boom. Something similar. Not exact, but similar. That's what they're trying to do. We've seen that with the free agent signings. And now if Jalen Walker becomes a Raider, we really know. I think Jalen Walker, and then to be compared, your comparison is who do they say? Micah, what you call it? From God dang it, I'm drawing a fucking blank. Parsons. Bruh, that's tremendous. Parsons ain't no punk. And if you can get that from him, from Jalen Walker, your defense just got that much better with Malcolm Kuntz back, with Max Crosby, with Christian Wilkins. You know what I mean? Adam Butler. You went out, and then you got your corners, and you got Jacorian Bennett coming back. You went at Landon Roberts. See, I told people, just sit back. Don't worry about the individual. Does that individual fit what we're trying to do? We're worried about fit. Fuck the name on the jersey. Everybody get all, we need to sign a big name. What the fuck for? If he doesn't fit what we're trying to do. You gotta fit. If it don't fit, you must have quit. Bars. Plagiarism. Bars. But bruh, I'm telling you. Hold on, man. I'm gonna take last night. Where my guy Navy Vet at? Oh my God, Navy Vet. I had a gummy last night, bro, or early this morning. I ain't had sleep like that in a minute. Oh my God. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. If y'all here for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Yes, subscribe. Why? Because I will be doing next week 2 jersey giveaways of whoever the Raiders draft in the first round. 2 lucky subscribers, randomly chosen, will win that jersey. Yes. And then once we hit 3,000 subs, I'm giving away a TV. Go figure. How do you do it, Lunatic? I don't know. I just do it. Like Nike, just do it. But yeah, man, this is very, very revealing of why the Raiders would be very interested in a Jalen Walker. He fits what we need. We don't have that on the team right now. We don't have that. Tyree Wilson ain't no fucking Leo. You know what I mean? Malcolm Kuntz, no, could he? I wouldn't. No, I'll leave him where he at. Leave well enough alone. Stop tampering. Stop tampering shit. When we go into this store, don't touch shit and don't ask me for nothing. Damn, we like, that's a lot of mamas out there, boy. Don't touch shit and don't ask for nothing. Mama, no. I said no. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Let me see everybody in the chat there. I got to catch up with y'all. Y'all acting for real. Greg Lear in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you. I don't know. I don't know if Kuntz is a good fit at Leo, bruh. He could, but let's have him and Walker on the field. You know what I mean? Like you keep motherfucking you keep Kuntz out there and you go 4-3. You keep him at the defensive end. Bring in Jalen Walker as your outside linebacker, and you got him with a Landon Roberts. You know what I mean? You got him with a fucking Devin White. Look what you got. Not individually. Look at those guys together. Like, just imagine Kuntz, Butler, Wilkins, Crosby, a Landon or fucking Jalen Walker, a Landon Roberts, Devin White, Jeremy Chin, Palomau, Bennett, and then you figure out who's coming in on the other side of that corner. Do you let the competition just go amongst whoever's on this roster now, or is there additions coming within the near future, because it's going to be near, this coming weekend next weekend for the NFL draft? Do you draft one? Do you draft a fit for what you're looking for? And they're out there. Oh, they're out. What's that? The corner out of Kentucky. Long, lanky, just like how I was going to say, just the way Pete Carroll likes it. Hey, that sounds a little freaky there, y'all. Hey, scratch that out. Who else? Jack Ken in the building, man. Salute to you. Salute to everybody, man. I appreciate you. There go my girl. Get your ass on the plane, girl. Oh, shit. My 2 cents in the building. James Furpo, always. We got to drop the intermission time right now. Let's go.
I'm out of town. There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, Jalen Walker is a perfect fit, but he's not the end all be all. The draft has others that fit what we're doing, from a Jihad Campbell. Yes, Jihad Campbell. But you know who's impressive to me? Oh, there's a name that's impressive to me that we could get later. We can get later. And I'm not saying late. I'm like saying possibly second, third. I think he second maybe is, I don't know where he slotted at. His name is Mike Green of Marshall. Oh yeah, Mike Green of Marshall. Now let's look at Jalen Walker's stats right now as they're posted still. 61 total tackles, 38 of those being solo, 2 pass defended with 6.5 sacks. And this is the name that but his ability is there. He comes from a great Georgia team, right? But there's a young gentleman that I come across, Mike Green of Marshall. Let me show you what Mike Green did in 2024. This is Mike Green. 81 tackles, 38 solo, 2 pass defended, 17 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. That is production at 6'3", 251. He can play the Leo. Very athletic for his size, 6'3", 251. I like that. But look at the production. He got 3 takeaways and he got 17 sacks in one season. Now people say, oh, that's just Marshall though. Yeah, you didn't say that when Max Crosby came out of Eastern Michigan. And look what he is. So, hey, right here, this is a guy you keep your eye on. He's not the only one, though, but this is Mike Green, bruh. Like I'm telling you, the production, 17 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. Oh, not to mention 2 pass defended. Hey, 81 tackles, 38 solo. That's good production. Good production. And in this draft, I don't know where he'll be at if we do decide not to go Jalen Walker because we want to go maybe a Mason Graham or maybe the damn dude, I'm gonna butcher this dude name up, the guard from Missouri. Is it Missouri? He from Missouri, huh? I want to say I ain't gonna do it. Y'all ain't gonna get me fucked up. Raiders Rebel in the building, salute. Yeah, he's gone in the first. Who? Mike Green? Mike Green, you would think, but it all depends on what they got ranked over him, because I know how finicky the NFL is, with the teams. This college, and you know what I mean, he didn't go to this, he wasn't in this conference, and he only this tall and that kind of shit, bro. But the bottom line is, can he play the game? That's all that should matter. No, Max don't cover no one. He's a defense. No, that's not him. We talking about the Leo position though, that Pete Carroll wants in his offense. See, Raider Paul said he played no one, so you shouldn't draft him. Don't draft him because he didn't play no one. So we got to find someone that played somebody. Who can that be? Jalen Walker. You might as well take Jalen Walker at 6'10" if you really need that position. That is an option though. Jalen Walker is an option at number 6. Do they do it? I don't know. There's so much shit being spread out there. Now we're hearing about how Colton Miller wants to hold out. And I think the Raiders would be like, I don't think they're going to bend to that shit. You going to hold out. Motherfucker, you going to hold out in the first 6 games of the season? You gave up a sack? You know what I mean? Like, bruh. Plus, he had, 29? And if they go into this draft and draft a tackle, hey, cheaper salary, longer contract. Hey, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. See you in the trade room in the draft. Colt Miller get traded, bro. Somebody's gonna want him. Take that asset and then get us something younger on a longer deal that could help us now and into the future. You know what I mean? Hey, Colt Miller was nice. Hey, thank you for your services. Thank you. We appreciate you, my brother. Now go along. What the old folks used to say back in the day, hurry along. Hurry along into the sunset. Enjoy your days. They're numbered. Oh shit, let me see. Let me get back in this chat, man. Now Apocalypse, hey, Walker he's a fit. He's a fit. Like I said, he's a fit. Alex, let's see, Tyrell Beast. He said when unblocked. Well, guess what? He just so happens to be on the defensive line that got Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby. Now Kuntz is back too. He's gonna have to compete. Tyree gotta compete, bro. It ain't no A. You said he's a beast when he's unblocked. After they worry about Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins, I don't think he's gonna be blocked very often. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna be blocked very often. So allow that to sink in and think, well, damn, he's a perfect fit too. Then if they worried about doubling Max and Christian, and this motherfucker's just straight shot B shot to the quarterback, that's gonna make him look like a superstar. Yeah, he earned the right, bro, but we know there's a part in life where everything comes to an end. Everything comes to the end. So, is this the end? Is this the end? I wanna know. I wanna know. Is this the end, girl? Shout out to New Edition. You know what I mean? You gotta give the old school they props because they still here. Raiders Shield family, salute to you. Let's go. Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Once again, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button, man, for real, for real. But yeah, man, I like Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker will be a damn good fit. But like I said, you got people such as, not just Mike Green, another person that could fit this later in the draft, Danny freaking Stutzman. Now, the impressive thing about his stats is how it seems like he's in on a lot of, well, not seen, he has been in on a lot of tackles. He has, for the 2024 season, 6'3", 233. That Leo, there go that Leo shit. Yes, he's athletic enough to do it. 110 tackles with 44 solo and 1 sack. I know there's not a lot of sacks on here, not any forced fumbles or pass defended, but the tackles means he's active at the line of scrimmage. And one of the main things you want at this position is to go against, is stop the run. Contain the, just like you got the big edge, you're not the big edge on the defensive inside. You want to contain the run. Nothing's bouncing to the outside. But this kid right here, I was wondering, like, why nobody's talking about Danny Stutzman? Some people have been, but nobody's giving him a grade of being first, second, third round. I think they got him projected at going in the, is it the third or fourth? Let me see. What is the draft projection for Danny Stutzman? Yeah, third round. He's expected to go in the third round, so he'll be there. We're assuming he'll be there. We don't know how the draft is going to fall, but just from what the projection says, he's a third round pick. He'll be there. Jihad Campbell, another guy that can fit this position. You know what I mean? Who's the young guy? What's dude's name? There's another dude, Michael, spelled M-Y-C-H-A-E-L. Is it Mykelkal? Michael Williams? Michael Williams? Hold on. What's Michael Williams? Michael Williams. Nope, you spelled it the correct way. We need the Michael Mykelkel. Michael Williams is another guy, 20 years of age, young dude. Where the fuck is it? Did he what's his size and shit? 6'5", 260 defensive end. 6'5", 260. Do we need defensive ends? I think we need to draft one of them. And I ain't talking about the Leo. I'm talking about a legitimate big end. You know what I mean? Because Kuntz only has a 1-year deal. What if it doesn't pan out? Do you re-sign him? If Kuntz doesn't have a great year or get hurt again, you're gonna start? You're like, I think we'll move on. But move on and have what in we mentioned Tyree Wilson, but we got to bring somebody. We can't just let Tyree just have the keys. We got to see improvement. And like I said, he improved last year from the year before. He had 3.5 sacks. But like I said, most people that was in the organization looked at last year as his rookie year because he did not play like that his rookie year. You had old crazy ass bipolar Chandler playing DN, and Tyree wasn't going to start that year. Even the doctor said he's not going to be 100% until about year 2. He'll get to about 100. In a year, he'll probably be like around 80% after 1 year of that foot surgery. So I'm like, shit, what do you expect from a guy that's not 100? Like, that's what made me worried about Abdul Carter. Like, okay, how severe is, shout out to Severe Raider, how severe is Abdul Carter's foot injury? Is it something that you have to monitor and be like, it could be reoccurring, or is it just something? It's one of them things. You know, you gotta really pay attention to this, because if you're gonna spend a high draft pick on a player, and I heard that Abdul Carter was falling. How the hell? And I bet you it's because of that foot. That foot. They said I don't know how true it is, but they said I'm not saying falling like he in the 20s or the teens. I'm saying falling like top in the first 5 might be around 5. He might go at 5 or 4 maybe. And he's considered the best player in the draft. Shit like this. And we got 1 week, bro. There's going to be a lot of adjustment to a lot of these mock drafts. These mock drafts is not all. Hey, we're going to see some crazy shit. For real. Like I said, we got Kuntz for 1 year. What if he don't pan? What if Kuntz get hurt during the season? What do we do? If we don't take a defensive end, what do we do? What, get another guy off the practice squad like last year? In case of emergency, break glass, boom. Come on here, Snowden. Come up here, whoever you was bringing up from the what was the other motherfucker that Snowden was the one that got drunk. That ain't funny. He got drunk and went over a little wall. You know what I mean? I hope it was medication related and not the green medication. Like the legit, like, oh man, my doctor got me on Thorazine. My doctor got me on Percocets. So I drank the beer. So you know what happened with that? Shit. No, we do. I see a middle linebacker coming. That's a good point. A middle linebacker for sure, because of the age with a Landon Roberts at what, 31, 32, something like that. So a middle linebacker, yes. Yeah, we got 9 picks. Possibly we could end up with more on a couple of trade backs. I do see us actually with one of those with those 3 6s we got in the 6th round. I see some trade backs happening. I wouldn't be surprised if at 6 we trade back, depending how the board falls and depending on if there's teams that jump us to trade up. That's going to change the dynamic. Hey, this draft is going to be many. Watch what I tell y'all. Watch this draft and watch how fucking crazy, and that's fuck spelled PHUK. Fuck and then a letter N. Fuck if Thailand. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. I know I got a feeling this draft is gonna take turns that nobody's seen coming. Raiders is gonna watch this. Raiders is gonna knock this shit out the ballpark. Just because there's too many teams around us that's like we got. It's crazy how it's like the same thing will make you laugh or make you cry. We're laughing because we got action at a lot of different positions, a lot of different players at number 6. Why we crying? Because we need a lot of players at a lot of positions that make a lot of fucking sense. We need, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we got the 6th pick, and then you think, fuck, we got a lot of holes though. You know what I mean? Like, god damn, we can't fill all the holes. We can't fill all the holes with just one pick. You know what I mean? The number 6 pick. It ain't gonna fill all the holes unless you trade back and get more. But you gotta get it. You gotta have a desperate ass team that's gonna reach. Like the Saints could be desperate. If it's too expensive to go to 4 or 5, then they looking at us at 6. And I'm not being too greedy, but I want a 2nd round pick if you moving up, bruh. I don't fuck a 3rd this year and a 3rd next year. Give me a motherfucker. This year is a deep draft at positions that we need to address. We need running back. We need linebacker. And there's linebackers in this draft like a motherfucker. Boy, I go into depth and start looking. I'm like, god dang. There's linebackers out there. So it's like we gonna see how this shit unfold. But I'm excited. I know y'all excited. We got 1 week. Hey, 805, what you trying to do for the draft? If you still out there, man, you guys gonna go somewhere and watch it, or what you gonna do? What you gonna do? But yeah, man, it's exciting. It's that season. It's like Christmas for us football fans. What does our franchises unwrap? Do you get the smoke in the bottle to blow up your ass? Do you get that adult toy that's not for you but for her? You know what I mean? Hey, I'm so lit right now. I'm about to go. I might go eat me a gummy, boy, and be on live. I'm gonna do a 24-hour live like this. And then the Raiders need to focus on Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker is gonna be a great Leo one day. Too bad. We only got 1 pick in the 1st round. Boy, it's on. I can't wait till Thursday next week, y'all. Fuck. Graham Cam, what it is. Bruh. Okay, let me ask y'all this. We're talking about Jalen Walker, right? What if, okay, this is just an if, you know what I mean? If was a 5th, we all be drunk. If my auntie had a dick and balls, she'd be my uncle. If if Abdul Carter was there at 6, Walker's there at 6, Mason Graham is there at 6, who else would be worthy of a top 6? Oh, Ashton Johnson's there at 6. Which one of those guys are you definitely taking at number 6? Let me ask you that question. If Abdul Carter fell to 6, Jalen Walker's there at 6, Mason Graham is there at 6, and who else did I say? I'm trying to remember what the fuck. God dang it. Oh. Fuck it. Let's use the guard. In that guard, the guard, Mbu, whatever the fuck his name is. Quit giving us hard names for the draft, damn it. You know what I'm talking about. If they there at 6, who do you take? I want to know if Abdul Carter truly the best player in the draft. And if that's the case, do we have a position on this team that will fit him? You will find one, huh? You would find one for Abdul Carter. But who would you take? Carter. Billy Davis says Carter. You taking Lunatic? Shit, I don't know if you want to do that. Have me in the game, and I'll be like high and drunk. Shall be high and drunk, motherfucker, listening to Too Short new album coming out tomorrow called Still Mackin'. Get that shit. He's a Raider fan, so I'm fucking with Short. I'm fucking with Short. He said, what comment? Protect Geno. And Raider Paul, that makes good fucking sense because you will be taking care of 2 problems with 1 move. Take care of the offensive line. That will protect Geno and give Jonty motherfucking holes to run through. Shit, hey, you know he gonna be running through them holes once he get that paycheck. Hey, them holes gonna be like, hey, GT, I watched you when you play that Boise State. Come here, let me suck it from behind for a little bit of change. He gonna make it rain on that man. That man they gonna call her jawbone. No, let me quit. But yeah, you'll be able to take care of both the run game and protecting the quarterback with just a move on the offensive line. So now that makes perfect sense of why they would man, I gotta get dude's name, bro. I'm tired of this shit. Hold on. Let me get this. Okay, Mbu. I hope I say that shit. Mbu is that makes sense. You go get the guard of Mbu. And from what I'm hearing, that you keep Glaze, you keep JPJ, Colt Miller, you make him happy. You get Mbu. Now you solidify the guard spot. You go ahead and you already brought back what's the name to play the guard that did good at the end of the season last year. Fucking boy, I tell you, bro, I never had memory lapses like this shit, bro. I might be getting Alzheimer's. Man, I hope not. I hope I don't get that shit. He said Beast Mode told him he's one of them ones. But Genty said that's the first running back he was watching. I like Genty, bruh. But see, I'm gonna put it like this. Our situation is similar, not exact, but similar to Tennessee. Tennessee is not drafting the best overall talent in this draft because of need. Right? Because of need. And see what that means is that they're not trading back to get more picks to fill needs. They're trying to take a quarterback because of what happened with the one they got. They think it ain't nothing. It ain't happening. You know what I mean? We don't like mayo in our coffee. So they're going a different route with the quarterback in the draft this year. But I'm pretty sure if Levis was the guy, they would go Abdul Carter, best talent overall in the draft. And see, because of that need, they're going to bypass a generational type of dude because Abdul Carter is stated to be that. But they're going to bypass him to go for something that they need. And that's where teams go wrong. That's when you draft wrong. See, and can Cam Ward be that? We don't know yet. Everybody, we only can go off of college film. Once they get to the NFL, I mean, after all, Tennessee did draft Levis. So they obviously thought that was that was going to work. It didn't. Just like we took Jamarcus Russell. Didn't work. Now, I ain't saying that his work ethic is similar to that, but we might not be impressed when he get to the NFL. Like for instance, look at Tua. Tua's injury related, the concussions that he's gotten while playing in the NFL, but you're not available. How can you develop if your availability is not even there? So we got to look at Cam Ward like, okay, is Tennessee just gonna put him out there on the field week 1? Or does he have to sit behind Levis? So it's a lot. Hey, this draft is gonna be a mother. Watch what I tell you. Somebody's gonna draft some shit. And what I was saying, well, before I get to that, and like I was saying, what's similar with Tennessee and us is the best player probably is gonna be Genty there at 6. But we got so many holes. And with a running back class that's so deep, you can afford. See, here's the flip-flop. And some people, okay, the people that like Genty want us to get Genty and then get a lineman later. Others want it reverse. Let's go ahead and get a lineman now, because the lineman, you figure the lineman group, as far as the quality of player, is not like the running back core. Running backs have a long depth of great and good running backs. Offensive linemen, after a few names, they're suitable, but they're not, you know what I mean? They're not going to be the feature of the offensive line. Whereas running backs, Genty will be the feature of the running game. Hamilton will be a feature of the running game. Martinez will be a feature of the running game. Judkins would be a feature of, you see what I mean? Where he gets drafted, they'll be the guy, or expected to become the guy. These linemen, after the first few that we like, oh, okay. Then it starts telling off like faster than the running backs, because the running backs we can go get into Kyle Monangai. You got running backs, god dang it, from Kansas, and I know fucking admin gonna be mad. What, the Kansas running back? That's another good one. Scatterbo is another one. We got running backs in this draft that if we take care of the offensive line, they gonna do the same exact shit. So it makes you think that, okay, Mbow, what the fuck? Man, I be hating this shit. I gotta remember dude name. Mimbo. I hope it's Mimbo. Mimbo now makes sense, because then you get a running back later, and now the line is solidified, and you can help protect Geno, and you got a run game. You do that out front. But if you take Genty, you're gonna have to wait until the next round, which, just because the second round comes around doesn't mean at your pick a offensive lineman is ranked high enough to take over anything else. Or if you did take one, even if he's not ranked over anyone else, that's reaching. Why would I take an offensive lineman if the best wide receiver is there, if the best middle linebacker is there, if the best corner is there? Like, not the best in the draft, but best at that spot where you're picking. Why would I do that? Why would I reach for a lineman that's not even ranked above the corner, the wide receiver, the middle linebacker that's there at the same time? Because of need. That's why you reach and you end up getting, you get what you ask for. You get what you ask for. So I think if you feel like Mbu is ranked higher than the people available there at 6, because like I said, the first portion of the lineman is going to be the best of that group. But the fucking running back, but I mean, Jonty is a motherfucker though, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm watching this dude's film and watching this get down, and then like I don't even know why they even have it close with Hampton and him. Why is it even close? Because when I go watch the film, it's like Jonty is way more impressive than Hampton. You know what I mean? Like way more impressive. Hampton is good, but he's not Jonty good. It's not even a 1A, 1B discussion to me. I don't even know why they even do that shit, because I'm like, Jonty is showing me a whole lot more than what Hampton is doing. Like I said, go watch Hampton's fucking highlights and tell me how many times he gets through that offensive line untouched. And the one Lampkin, Willie Lampkin, remember that name, guard, North Carolina. He's a big reason why Hampton hits that fucking line and nobody touches him. I'm telling you. That's right. You know what? I didn't even think about that with Colton Miller getting traded. If you do trade Miller, okay, let me ask y'all this. What if Miller does not get an extension and wants to be traded, what do you think his value is as a left tackle? That's a good position to be at. His salary is not, he got 1 year left unguaranteed. So another team will work something out with him. But what is the value of Colton Miller if you do trade him? Is it a first? Is it a second, third? What do you value him at? Let me get that off there. Because that's a good point. Because if you can get a high draft pick, even if you could get a second for Colton Miller, he's 29, bruh. Never had no major injury. He had a shoulder thing, but that just dragged on because he didn't get surgery right away. He tried to naturally heal, bruh. You should have went under the knife quick. The sooner I get this shit operated on, the sooner I'm back. Anthony in the building, man. Vargas, what's the deal, man? Second round? Okay, second round for Colton Miller? Okay, I can see that. Especially like I said, the value of a left tackle is like, of course. Of course. And it's a starting left tackle. We're not talking about depth or backup. We're talking about a starting left tackle. But if the Raiders make that move, what do you do to replace him? Who is the target to get your left tackle spot then? Because that's going to be very important with protecting Geno Smith blindside, bruh. So we got to go get a dog. And I think old boy that they keep saying, well, one time at the combine, they said his arms was too short, and then they went to his pro day, and they were long enough. I mean, come on, bro. Who fucking does that? I like Mason Graham too. That would be dynamic on that defensive front. I know, no bullshit. No bullshit. You imagine Mason Graham, and I said this before when we covered him. Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, Mason Graham, Koontz. This draft is going to be a headache, bro, because we got many directions we can go with it and still come out with a good, you know what I mean? Like, we're so focused on this position and this player that we're not looking at all the players in all the positions that will be there at 6. I don't think we can go wrong in this draft, bro. I don't think we can go wrong. It's just set up, like I said, what's supposed to happen to us is supposed to happen because of all the choices we made along the way. And now we're here. People wanted to tank last year to get a high draft pick. But y'all wanted a high draft pick because of a quarterback. And Shador looked like he might be there at 6. Why did we need to, you know what I mean? Like, bruh, we're going to get what we deserve. And I think they got the right group of people that's running this organization and in the front office, got the right coaches. Now we got to get those pieces to marry those with the coaching staff and the coordinators. You know what I mean? Like, bruh. And I think with the talent that's going to be there at 6, we can fucking flip a coin, to be honest with you. Flip a coin. If Jalen Walker is there, ooh, Mason Graham, ooh, Shador Sanders, ooh, Ashton Jonty, ooh, You see all the names I'm running off that can be there at 6? Bro, McMillan, if you want to go with him that high. Bro, this shit is ridiculous. I told y'all, the number 6 pick, the 6th overall pick in this first round is the crown jewel of the NFL draft. I tell you that right now. I'm telling you, I said that shit. It's the crown jewel of the NFL draft this year is number 6. Because you know why? We know what's going to happen in the top 5. We just don't know what team is going to get that player. We know Cam Ward is gone. Abdul Carter is most likely gone. Travis Hunter is most likely gone. We know this. Nobody knows who the Raiders is going to pick at 6. All you're getting right now is hearsay. Oh, the Raiders still could take Shedeur Sanders. Oh, the Raiders could take Mason Graham if he's there. Oh, Ashton Johnty is definitely going to be the Raiders pick. Oh, Mbu. Now that's really intriguing to the Raiders. Bruh, why are they putting all these names out? Because we're making the rest of the league try to guess, should they jump us or should they negotiate with us? And if they jump us, you're pushing something down that wasn't supposed to be there at 6 in the first place. It's going to be a Bowers all over again. You jump us to get Johnty because you thought we was going to take Johnty. You jump us to get Shedeur because you really need a quarterback. Look who gets pushed down. Oh, shit, it's Travis Hunter. Oh, shit, it's Abdul Carter. People that you would not have thought would have failed is going to fall if New England and Jacksonville decide to trade back. Because we know what they're going to trade up for. There's no other player I can see at 4 and 5 unless quarterbacks come off the board 1, 2, 3. Bruh, that's the kind of manny shit I'm talking about. If quarterbacks come off the board 1, 2, 3, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, and then Jackson Dart. If that happens, we in business. We in business. Because now you're going to see teams like, oh, shit. But, like, you look at the Bears. The Bears like Johnty, right? Do you think they would move up to take a Hunter or a Carter over Johnty if Johnty is who they really want? So if they did move up, who are they targeting? If an Abdul Carter and a Travis Hunter is there, but you like Johnty that much, are they moving up to get them those two? Or are they moving up to get Johnty before we pick? That number 6 pick, key to the draft. Believe that. Believe that. Jordan Meredith, that's the guard. Now, like I said, if you trade Colton Miller, you better have a plan in play to go ahead and draft his replacement. That's all I can say. Draft his replacement. You know what I mean? But I don't see that happening, bruh. But then again, now you got Colton Miller that wants a new contract. And I heard that Jacoby Myers wants an extension. So now you talk about shelling out more money. What do the Raiders do financially and make sense? Do you say, okay, we're not going to extend you, we'll get your replacement? Like I said yesterday's show, we were talking about McMillan. If Jacoby Myers wants an extension, but we feel like we can get the same production out of a Tyler Lockett at your position and draft a McMillan and keep him on a rookie deal, or Savion Williams, or whatever your target is, Bonds, Golden, whatever. If you can do that, then I'm saving money and getting the same production. I think I can get the same out of Tyler Lockett that I got out of Jacoby Myers, especially him being back with a quarterback he's familiar with in the same, not same offense, because Chip Kelly's going to utilize these guys' talents. But it's going to be, you know what I mean? Like, are they looking at it fiscally, or are they looking at it fit-wise? I think finances play a part because the big money that was spent this year was all on our own. We didn't give no free agent no big money. All the big money went to, who we give it to? Max Crosby. We gave big money to him. We gave money to who was it that got the Malcolm Kuntz is a deal? That's $12 million. You take care of Palomar, you're taking care of your own guys. That's where the big money is going. The little money, oh yeah, we're gonna go out here in a free agency. We're gonna find competition and depth because we're drafting our starters. That's the plan. The plan is your draft picks are your starters of now in the future, especially the early rounds. Just like last year, JPJ started, Bauer started, and DJ Glaze started. And I told y'all last year, I said, don't be surprised if DJ Glaze ended up being outright the starter at right tackle before he was even named starter at right tackle. Because I seen reading stories and seeing how he works. He has a good work ethic. And the one thing that nobody's talking about, he has a damn good memory. He retains information and keeps it. Even though retain is the same thing as keeping it. But he gets information and he retains it. That's why at the Senior Bowl, that motherfucker was not the best lineman when he got there, but was the best when they left. His retention of information is up there, and that's why DJ Glaze is him, and he could play any position on the offensive line. That's another characteristic that you can factor into in case somebody goes down. You got somebody on your roster that all you got to do is reshuffle the starting five. In case of emergency, break glass. Exactly. You know? Yeah, you know what I mean? And everybody wants to talk about signing the corner from Miami. You know, he got 21 million on his deal this year. We only got like 40 million left. You want to cut the salary? You want to cut our remaining cap in half by one player? And we were talking about extensions with Jacoby Myers and Colton Miller. I guess that's out the picture then. I told you I don't think that was a good move anyway. That wouldn't have been a good move because not only would you have to give up draft capital, you would also have to give up money to absorb his contract. And I'm pretty sure you're going to have to restructure some shit. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all, man. We went over time, but hey, it was a good show. I just want to see why Jalen Walker was a big deal to the Raiders, and it's not just the name on his jersey, the school he came from, but it's actually, which should always be, a perfect fit for the Leo spot, man. Hey, thank y'all for pulling up, man. Once again, to all those that's here for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. Don't forget, next week, we're going to pick 2 lucky subscribers to win jerseys of whoever the Raiders select in the first round of the 2025 NFL draft. And on our way to 3,000 subs, once we get there, 1 subscriber will be selected for a brand new television TV set for their fucking house to watch the games on. You feel me? Lunatik got y'all, man. Once again, and check out RAIDERVIZION.com. That's Raider, VIZION. You can see the logo right here, upper left-hand corner of your screen. RAIDERVIZION.com, your one-stop shop for everything Raiders, from game tickets, airfare, hotel, events, content creators, Hall of Fame participants from the Raiders. Shout out to everybody from the Raiders that's in the Hall of Fame, man. You got a good click on their image and you go and learn about that player, especially to all the younger cats that's becoming Raider fans. Learn the history of your team. Understand what this Raider shit means, because this is not a fad. This is not a fad at all. It's a lifestyle. If you're not ready for it, don't step up to the front line. Learn the history of this team, because after us, the older ones are gone, it's going to be you to carry the torch. You know what I mean? So, yes, man, I got everything on the website for you guys to have at your own fingertips. Like I said, content creators, you click on them, go to their page on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. What else we got on there? Raiders Drip. You can go find the latest hats, merchandise. They got the new draft caps out now. If you guys are into that, go to Raider Vision. Go to New Era, as well as Fanatics. And NFL Shop as well. Link is on there. Oh, and there's also links to 5 mock draft simulators. So if y'all bored, go to Raider Vision. Boom. I need the foot traffic. I need to get that shit going. We're taking off though. It's been taking off, man, with between TikTok and YouTube, man. Hey, Raider Vision is doing this thing, man. So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Thursday. Be safe. Lunatic will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow. It might be at 5 o'clock because I got to go get my son. But you know what? There won't be a show tomorrow. I forgot. I'm going to the Foodie Land festival out here in Vegas, man. All these different foods, you know, trucks and everything. It's going down. If y'all in Vegas, Foodie Land festival is at the Speedway. What is it? 3 days in a row? Yeah, 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like right now, the tickets are $7 if you go through Foodie Land's website. Google it up. Man, there's a lot of food there, man. A lot of shit going on. So I'll be there tomorrow night. I might even I'll get some footage for the members of I'll get some footage of Foodie Land, man. Pass that shit on to y'all. For the members of the channel, man. Give y'all some content because it's time. It's time. So next week, bruh. Next week it goes down, man. I'm ready for this shit, man. Before we get up out of here, man, one more again.
From out of town. There you go. There you go.
See you guys on the flip side. I might see y'all either Friday night. I might come on tomorrow night. Might be a Dirty Lunatic show. We'll see how it goes, man. But one more week to the draft, man. Y'all be ready. Y'all be studied up. So we could talk this shit, man, once again, man. I'm Lunatic Raider. This is the Lunatic Raider Show, and I'm out of this. B-I-H! Ha-ha!